So I started doing this today. Got a cattle guard put in place. Had to dig out a hole for it. This thing's 6 foot wide. Skid loader bucket is 6 foot, so just have to dig down with the skid loader and get a opening put in so I could set this thing down in there. It's about 16 inches tall, so we just have to dig down 16 inches. Set these 4.5 inch posts on each side. Gate's gonna hang off of those. And now it's time for me to come back in and weld in this last panel on each side. As you can probably tell from looking here, it's not going to be the perfectly straight lines that I was hoping for. Unfortunately, the only fix for that is to rip it all out and start over, or just live with it. I don't really have time to do it all over again, so I'm going to live with it for now. I'll get this welded up and get it painted, and then get a cheapo cattle gate, I guess, for now, just to run across here. Again, eventually, I'll end up making a gate with some square tubing, but for now, this is what we got. Okay, so I have learned a valuable lesson. Sure wish I had known it about 4 months ago, because it's a problem I can't fix, at least. Well, I don't have time or resources to fix at this moment. It'll have to be somewhere down the road. But for future reference, if you were going to put in a cattle guard, like so, what you need to do is do not put up your fence panels until after your corner post or your gate post is put in next to the cattle guard. That way you can have a nice straight line running between here and your corner post down there. Unlike what you see here. That's a mess. I don't like it, but I don't have another few days and money for pipe to fix it at the moment, because I'd rather make sure and have running water and electricity inside the house than this right now. So we're gonna save that budget for something that might be a little more important, and this will be a project for future Justin. Anyway, that's why I stressed once upon a time ago that I was barely an amateur. Case in point, this mess right here. Anyway, so don't do what I did. Okay, here is the final product. I put in that last panel on each side yesterday. Took a little longer than I thought, because right as I got started cutting on things, I ran out of oxygen. So there was a 2-hour detour into town to go get some more oxygen for the cutting torch. Anyway, it's done now. It's not quite what I had in mind, but it'll do. It's functional, at least, if not quite as pretty as I wanted, but that's future Justin's problem. For now, I've just got a chain up. I can lock that across and keep everything secure without having to have the gate yet. In a moment of weakness, I promised Amy and the girls we'd have a purple gate. I haven't made that yet, though, and frankly, that's pretty low down the priority list right now. But anyway, this is what we have for now, and that'll do, I think. Anyway, paint's starting to come off, I've noticed. This metal spray paint I used is water-based, which means it's not working out very well here on the exterior, even though it said exterior. So again, future Justin's problem, but I'm gonna have to end up coming back and probably taking the grinder to it and scraping all this off and putting on a good thick oil-based paint that'll last. But anyway, we'll deal with that sometime down the road, because I'm more focused on getting that house functional than I am the gate being perfect, or the entryway. Anyway, but here it is.